This is the comparison video between the Tecno Spark 10 Pro and the Samsung Galaxy A34. In this video, we're going to compare both devices in terms of performance, design, and everything. So sit back, let's get to it. So the Tecno Spark 10 Pro retails for $195-ish. So here in Ghana, you can pick it up for about $1,800 to $2,100 depending on the storage variant that you are going for. And also the Samsung Galaxy A34 starts at $307, and here in Ghana you can pick it for about 4,400 Ghana cedi. So up front you can see this is almost double the price of the Tecno Spark 10 Pro. So in this comparison, if the Tecno even performs even closely to this, we're going to ask ourselves the question, is this worth the price of 4,400 or is this way too cheap? So in this video, we're going to compare these two phones to see which one has the upper hand in terms of performance and all others. So let's start with the design. The Tecno Spark 10 Pro comes with a really cool design that looks like an iPhone. It has what looks like a 3-camera setup at the back, but it's not all 3 cameras. The back is a glass and the frame is a plastic. The back being glass means if you drop it, you might find yourself breaking it. So you should be careful when it comes to that. And when we take a look at the Samsung Galaxy A34, we have what Samsung calls Glastic. It looks like glass, but it's actually plastic. It also has plastic frame all around it. For button placements, on the Tecno, you get a fingerprint sensor mounted into the power button, but on the Samsung, we don't have that installed. The Samsung has an in-display fingerprint sensor for accessing your device. And when it comes to charging, all these support Type-C for charging is 2023, so that is normal. But the Tecno Spark 10 Pro still has the 3.5mm headphone jack, so if you want that, you have it here. And when it comes to speakers, on the Samsung Galaxy A34, this actually comes with a stereo speaker setup, so you're going to have that surround feeling anytime you're listening to music. On the Tecno Spark 10 Pro, we don't have that quite yet. So when it comes to design, this is what we have for both devices. Which of these is your favorite? I actually like the fact that for half the price, Tecno was able to put a glass back at the back, making this feel and look very premium. It looks like a lot of detail went into this. But I have to say, I like the way the sides on this is slightly curved. It's not entirely flat like what we have on the Tecno Spark 10 Pro, making it feel a little bit more comfortable in the hand comparing it to the Tecno Spark 10 Pro. Also, this is IP67 dust and water resistant. So up to 1 meter in water, you shouldn't have any issue with that. There's no water resistance on this one. But in general, I think Tecno did an amazing job when it comes to the design and the build. It actually looks good, it feels good in comparison to this. So which one do you guys prefer for the design and the build? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now let's talk about the screens. The Tecno Spark 10 Pro has an LCD display. This is a 90Hz display and also has 6.8 inches and it's a 1080p panel. The Samsung Galaxy A34 also has a Super AMOLED display. It's 120Hz and it's 6.6 inches and also a 1080p panel. From looking at these devices, you can see the Tecno gave us a bigger display, which kind of looks cool, and also they give us a poncho camera, while Samsung decided to stick with their dewdrop camera that they always have for the A34. We are yet to see Samsung jump to a poncho for the A34 series, but this is how they all look. Spec-wise, the Samsung Galaxy A32 seems to have the upper hand, and if you're watching the same content on both these devices, you see why people like AMOLED displays. As you can see, this is the same content being showed on both devices, but what we have on the Samsung Galaxy A34 looks way better, brighter, richer colors. The blacks are deep. Both these devices are their full brightness, as you can see. But you can see what the Samsung Galaxy A34 comes with. AMOLED displays are superior. So when it comes to the display, hands down, the Samsung Galaxy A34 takes that. Colors are better, colors are richer, blacks are richer, as you can see in comparison to the Tecno Spark 10 Pro. But that is cool. Also, when it comes to brightness outside, the Samsung Galaxy A34 is way brighter in comparison to the Tecno Spark 10 Pro. And for protection, the Samsung Galaxy A34 has a Corning Gorilla Glass 5, but the Tecno Spark 10 Pro doesn't have any Corning Gorilla Glass protection. So I guess for half the price, the Tecno did an amazing job because this is not so bad, but in comparison to the AMOLED on the Samsung Galaxy A34, you can see AMOLED display is still on top. Colors are richer, and also when it comes to the display, what we have on the Samsung Galaxy A34 seems to be way better. Like I said, this is just to see the differences between the cheaper device and the more expensive device. So let's keep it going. When it comes to performance, the Samsung Galaxy A34 comes with Android 13 out of the box with One UI 5.1. It comes with a Dimensity 1080 chipset. This is a 6nm chipset, and my version comes with 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. The Tecno Spark 10 Pro also comes with Android 13 with iOS 12.6 out of the box. This has a Helio G88 chipset. This is a 12nm chipset in comparison to the 6nm chipset that we have here. So if you take a look at the Geekbench scores, you can see the Samsung Galaxy A34 actually has the upper hand. It's almost double the performance of what we have on the Tecno Spark 10 Pro. Like I said, this is almost double the price of this one, so this is kind of expected. When playing games in, for instance, yes, you can see this actually outperforms this in terms of graphics and FPS when you are playing games. So yes, this doesn't just yell specs but also translates in everyday usage. But like I said, the Tecno Spark 10 Pro is no slouch. It actually holds its ground for the price point. If you compare it to the Samsung Galaxy A14, maybe the story will be a little bit different. So the price difference are very huge, but we just wanted to see how far Tecno has been coming in terms of all these, and so far I don't think it's the worst out there. And for everyday usage, the 120Hz on the Samsung Galaxy A34 can actually be seen in comparison to the 90Hz on the Tecno Spark 10 Pro. The 120Hz is way in comparison to the 90Hz on the Tecno Spark 10 Pro. Now for battery life, both of these devices come with a 5000 mAh battery. The Samsung Galaxy A32 actually supports 25 watts of super fast charge, while the Tecno Spark 10 Pro supports 18 watts of fast charging. But I've seen a couple of people complain that their units doesn't last them the whole day when they are using it on the Tecno Spark 10 Pro, but mine was okay during my test period. And the Samsung also can easily last you the whole day, and you shouldn't have any issue with that. Now let's check out the cameras at the back. When it comes to the cameras, the Samsung Galaxy A34 has a 48 megapixel main sensor for its main shooter, an 8 megapixel ultra wide, a 5 megapixel macro, and also a 13 megapixel selfie camera. And the Tecno Spark 10 Pro has a 50 megapixel main sensor and an AI lens and a 32 megapixel sensor for the selfie camera up front. So when you take a look at these pictures that were taken by both devices, you can see the Tecno Spark 10 Pro just seems to have more saturated pictures in comparison to the Samsung Galaxy A34. Samsung Galaxy A34's pictures are actually more true to life. The saturation is not so much in comparison to the Tecno Spark 10 Pro. And a couple of people might find themselves choosing the Tecno Spark 10 Pro due to the fact that it's more saturated, but I like the true to life looking colors found on the Samsung Galaxy A34. Okay, so this is what the front cameras look like on the Tecno Spark 10 Pro and the Samsung Galaxy A34. Let me know what you guys think about the footage, the skin tones, also the microphone. You guys were talking about the microphone in the previous video, so let me know what you guys think about the footage in the comment section down below. Which one do you prefer? Let's get it. So in general, what do I think about both of these devices? I think Tecno did an amazing job for the price point and what it's able to give you. It's not the worst out there. It's one of the best actually for the price point. But when you compare it to the Samsung Galaxy A34, that's when you see some of the features that the Samsung Galaxy A34 has overpowers this. But if you're looking for a device that you don't want to break the bank for, the Tecno Spark 10 Pro is something you can definitely be checking out. But if you want to add a little bit more money to get a device that you are very sure of the OS support for 2, 3 years, 4 years, then I can say go for the Samsung Galaxy A34. It performs slightly faster, the screen is slightly better. So if you're thinking about picking any of these up, which of the categories do you prioritize the most? Is it performance? Is it camera? Is it batteries? Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this comparison video. If you're new to this channel, of course, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next upload. Peace. I'm out.